It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable. Happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. To be prepared for war is one of the most effective means of preserving peace. Truth will ultimately prevail where pains are taken to bring it to light. Guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Let your heart feel for the afflictions and distress of everyone. Observe good faith and justice toward all nations. Honesty is always the best policy. Few men have virtue to withstand the highest bidder. We should not look back unless it is to derive useful lessons from past errors. Perseverance and spirit have done wonders in all ages. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. Be courteous to all, but intimate with few. The foundation of our national policy will be laid in the pure and immutable principles of private morality. Arbitrary power is most easily established on the ruins of liberty abused to licentiousness. Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. There is nothing which can better deserve your patronage than the promotion of science and literature. Freedom and independence are the soul of a great nation. A sensible woman can never be happy with a fool. To persevere in one's duty and be silent is the best answer to calumny. A government is like fire, a dangerous servant and a fearful master. The Constitution is the guide which I never will abandon. The willingness with which our young people are likely to serve shall be directly proportional to how they perceive veterans were treated. When we assumed the soldier, we did not lay aside the citizen. Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. We must consult our means rather than our wishes. It is impossible to rightly govern a nation without God and the Bible. Let your conduct be marked by integrity and firmness. A slender acquaintance with the world must convince every man that actions, not words, are the true criterion of the attachment of friends. Nothing is more essential than that permanent, inveterate antipathies against particular nations, and passionate attachments for others, should be excluded. The preservation of the sacred fire of liberty is the goal of every patriot. We must take human nature as we find it. Perfection falls not to the share of mortals. To promote peace, be prepared for war. Our cause is noble, it is the cause of mankind. Every post is honorable in which a man can serve his country. Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. Where are men of abilities? Why do they not come forth to save their country? Let us raise a standard to which the wise and honest can repair. Liberty is the basis of a true republic. The time is near at hand which must determine whether Americans are to be freemen or slaves. I hope I shall always possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. Few men have virtue to withstand the highest bidder. Decision-making requires courage as much as reason. Every action done in company ought to be with some sign of respect to those present. Speak not evil of the absent, for it is unjust. The harder the battle, the more glorious the triumph. Dignity carries influence that no crown can command. Earn respect through virtue, not force. Real strength lies in unity, not tyranny. The surest way to promote national happiness is to practice virtue. Liberty must at all hazards be supported. True patriotism sometimes requires speaking truth to power. A strong body of well-trained militia is the proper defense of a free country. You do well to wish to learn our arts and ways of life, and above all, the religion of Jesus Christ. Avoid extremes, forbear resenting injuries so much as you think they deserve. Patience and perseverance conquer all things. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. Courage is the backbone of character. Justice is the firmest pillar of good governance. A free people ought not only to be armed but disciplined. Faith and freedom must walk hand in hand. Let your life be a beacon of principle and courage. Trust is earned through integrity and service. Your reputation is what others think of you. Your character is what you are. Silence is often the best response to insult. Wisdom is not just knowing what to do, but when to do it. A people unused to restraint must be led gradually to a sense of order. Strive always to do right. It will give you satisfaction even if you fail. Be not hasty to believe flying reports to the disparagement of any. Few things can help an individual more than placing responsibility on him and letting him know you trust him. Laws made by common consent must not be trampled on by individuals. A well-instructed people alone can be permanently a free people. Respect for religion is essential to national morality. Justice and mercy must walk hand in hand. Live not for applause but for legacy. No man should be judged by his worst moment. Duty is the essence of patriotism. A true soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. Without knowledge, liberty cannot be preserved. Let us therefore animate and encourage each other. To stand upon principle is sometimes the bravest stand of all. Where liberty dwells, there is my country. The value of freedom is only known when it is challenged. To seek peace, be willing to defend it. Character is formed in the furnace of adversity. Duty, honor, and country, these are the watchwords of the American spirit. Hope is the companion of power and the mother of success. Public virtue is the foundation of all governments. Let your example inspire others to greatness. Do not let ambition blind your conscience. A peaceful nation requires watchful citizens. Let us raise our children with a reverence for freedom. The noblest motive is the public good. The best defense of liberty is a virtuous people. Leadership means responsibility, not privilege. America will always be great so long as her people are good. Live with purpose, led with honor, and leave a legacy of courage.